You want
Now that,
Destiny? What?
everybody's back.
You are my density.
You are my density, you are my density, you are my dwarf star. Something, something, something.
No mas or no mass.
No mass. I like it.
Make sure you know mas, my Leary, no mas. Please don't take my dwarf star away.
Hey.
I really
Right.
gravitate to the subject.
Everyone seems to be attracted at some point or another. And say somebody hasn't rolled yet. Oh no, everybody
I actually
has.
rolled well. I'm surprised.
Yeah. So much dark side. I like it. So where last we left off, you geniuses infiltrated the organization. You stole some kyber crystals. You were totally told that your contact would contact you for the handoff, and you guys went back to base to recover from a rambunctious, wild, yet successful endeavor. Right?
We have 24 hours
Yep.
until we're supposed to deliver the info we uncovered.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That was my last note.
Now the question is, which one of you is the point of contact for your contact in this regard? Since you guys are doing the rebel cell thing and you all have different cells that you're connected to. Anybody can totally just say, pick me, pick me.
Well, I think Tozen did all the arranging.
Tozen has been the person talking, right?
I have been, but I'm wondering if our communications expert should be the point of contact.
Well, I believe Simi was in charge last time. And this is a different rebel cell that contacted you.
Well, it was definitely my rebel cell that started this whole thing, so...
Okay,
yeah,
so...
I don't think this was mine. I was,
Yeah,
this was...
Since Tozen was the resident kyber crystal expert.
This was my high command contact that gave us this mission.
As you guys are all recovering from the stress and strain of leaving double rebel lives on this planet with a high Imperial presence, Tozen gets the little blinking light message on his data pad that you have an incoming message waiting for you in the queue.
So, and we're resetting our strain and wounds, yes?
Yes. Well, wounds, you get one wound back, but your strain is full. Unless somebody wants emergency medical first aid care, because nobody really first aided each other yet.
Yeah, your limb that's about to fall off, that didn't get fixed.
No, all my critical injuries are healed.
We don't worry about infection.
And if anybody does, well, we didn't take any damage last couple.
I was going to say, how are you injured? I was like trying to figure that out myself. I'm going, wait.
Well, when I threw wounds out there, I meant for the whole entire group. But as I think about it more, I'm like, we never took any fire on this whole mission, so...
Yeah, no.
I was going to say when he was in the private office, he may have taken some bashing damage. Wow. He took actual wounds from blushing so much.
Uh-huh.
Aww.
That's what it was. It was the blushing that did it.
It was the blushing.
Mm-hmm.
Which, unfortunately for his species, is a slight graying of the cheeks. As I'm assuming you're going to answer your data pad?
Yes.
And as soon as you pip the button on your data pad, a advertisement comes up. And for a second you think, oh no, it's one of those hacking emails. You bastards.
Mm-hmm.
As of course, it says, congratulations to the planet Corulag for hosting the Galactic Grand Prix. And it shows these speeders zipping by and then some subspace ships zipping by above orbit. It's totally a spaceship, land ship race. And since you have one of the biggest ship factories of, I should say R&D labs in orbit, you totally, it makes sense that this Grand Prix is happening here in 3 days. and you just get a very, very subtle date and time, which happens to coincide with the advertisement of the little zipping ties that you're seeing on the screen, and the click here to buy tickets. And it also mentions what section of the audience to be in.
Mhm.
Do
So,
you take the bait?
can I have Simi do a check on it? And I would also like her to do the purchase under fake credentials.
Okay, so you totally come out to see me to have Simi look at your data pad. You're trusting Simi with your
So
data
first
pad.
we're running a scan on it, and then if it's
Legit.
legit,
Buy us some fake credential tickets.
It's clickbait.
Okay, so
let
go
me
ahead
see
and
if I have anything special that I can.
Uh-oh.
Did he just?
Yep.
he did.
Okay, 'cause
So
he's
hey,
got
really
5
quick, I just saw this thing on Facebook that made me reminisce. It says, I got fired. My ex-boss is now asking for the whereabouts of important files. How should I respond? I kind of want to respond to it and say, a couple of years back left a job after it turned to complete shit, and they contacted me about 2 weeks later asking if I would help them with specific stuff that I did before, and my response to them was, normally as a consultant I charge $250 an hour, but for you guys I'll make the special deal of fuck off.
I mean, that would be my thing. Would be to send them a contract.
Yeah, no, I told El Rio, I was like, no, I won't do it for you for any amount of money because you guys were you turned to such shit. I refuse to help you fuckers.
Because I mean, merely answering their question of the question, that's going to require some payroll.
Right? I mean, years ago when Environmental Systems Products closed their local branch and they kept on like 10 employees, they contacted me to come in for 2 weeks and manage IT services. And I did say yes to that and charged them $150 an hour.
Hey, at that point, they know they need someone who knows what they're doing.
Yep. Yeah. And so, but El Rio? No, see, I left there because you guys turned into complete assholes. So I'm not willing to help you.
If only you weren't awful.
Yep.
So I do have the dice pool ready, by the way.
Okay, and of course I get negative. I mean, I remove 3 black.
Mm-hmm.
No. Okay, here we go.
Because you're ridiculous.
Very nice.
Okay, so beyond a shadow of a doubt, with the exception of the date, time, and section, it is a regular over-the-counter advertisement for the event, and it's completely legit.
Excellent.
As Simi
And
now has
now-
access to the time, date, and section to be in.
And now, her request. Let's go ahead and purchase the appropriate number of tickets, and
Now the question is, are you purchasing them or are you scalping free tickets? Because earlier it sounded like scalping free tickets.
No. I mean, if she, however she wants to do it, I just want to make sure that they are procured using fake credentials, not our real credentials.
Exactly.
Okay, if you're willing to purchase it, it's just 100 credits for the group. Unless you want to buy an extra.
They're VIP ones.
Ooh,
Wow.
That would be 100 credits each.
But that's not in the section that they said, right?
That would be in the VIP section.
Yeah, we don't need VIP.
Okay, well then.
Hey, that's how Simi rolls.
Well, but we need to be in a specific session, so she's going to have to grin and bear it this time.
Well, unless she wants to be a weird droid by herself up there.
Right?
I mean, she might. We smell weird.
It's a lot easier to, pretend to be a servant, serving someone rather than a solo, because most people don't accept droids as individuals. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and purchase but under fake credentials.
Okay, so you
Whichever
do a
one
prepaid credits card and totally purchase your tickets anonymously, so it's only 100 credits from the petty cash.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, you're not going to make
Right.
her roll for that?
I know, I have to roll, right?
You're just buying tickets online.
Well, then
This
give me
isn't
my destiny
Ticketmaster.
point back, damn it.
I was just assuming the destiny point was for the 100 credits.
Oh, no. No, we'll take that out of petty cash.
Okay, yeah, take that back then, and the next one
We
of us
ain't giving it.
gets a blue.
Yeah, we ain't giving you that easy.
Right?
Points. Come
And the
on
next
now.
one of us gets a blue.
Okay.
Oh, hey,
So
speaking
what
of-
kind of preparation are you guys doing? You got like a 3-day window to hand off the stuff. Obviously, the rebel cells are making sure not to repeat any of the handoff methods more than once, because that's how patterns happen.
But
I mean, they're doing it for your safety. The inconvenience you're going through is for your safety.
Oh,
the
for
safety of the data.
So,
Well, that too.
Jim, I picked up something new and I want to read it to you for clarification. So, picked up thorough assessment, which is once per session, take a thorough assessment action, make a hard knowledge check, gain blue equal to the number of successes that can be distributed during the encounter. So that means I would have to do it before a specific encounter or during a specific encounter,
and
it would only. Or could I do it at the beginning of a session like now and hold on to them till a specific encounter?
You could totally do it now and hold on to it.
Okay. So yes, as part of my preparations, I would like to do a thorough assessment.
As he's totally checking out the event, and it's a hard assessment.
Yes. It is a hard assessment, and oh, look at that. Which knowledge roll do you want me rolling for it? Maybe Underworld, maybe?
So which one does it say in the talents?
The talent, it just says knowledge skill, and when I looked it up in the book, it said it's between the player and the GM to determine which knowledge skill applies best to the scenario.
Okay, so what are you negotiating for?
I'm negotiating for Underworld, as this is kind of a racing scene. There's probably some betting going on. Seems like Underworld would definitely have an element going here.
Okay, I'll take that from you.
Either that or maybe Core Worlds, but one of those two.
I mean, you're on a Core World, so that one would totally work.
I'll let you pick. Either one of those is fine by me.
Are they both the same dice pool, I take it?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll Core.
All right, so I have 2 blues to hand out.
So just remember, you've got 2 blue. Of random factoid of the Galactic Grand Prix.
That's ridiculous.
As Tozen keeps bringing up the ad and playing the audio.
Did you know?
Over 3 days, all you hear is every 5 minutes, Grand Prix. A couple minutes later, Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Would you please go do that in your office and shut the fucking door?
On your home world, you never had something so ridiculously awesome.
Right?
Driving around 500 times in a circle?
Ooh, a left turn. Ooh, a
This
left
book
turn.
series that I just love. There's a whole race of people who are into betting. And so when they find out that humans have the football, fantasy football, they lose their collective minds. Like the whole species loses their shit. And they are all trying to figure out how to get in on the juicy action. It is amazing. absolutely amazing.
We need the juice.
So
Yeah. All right. I don't have anything to help prepare. Sorry.
Okay.
I can't really think of anything that I could do that would be helpful.
So, beautiful 3-day montage of the tickets burning a hole in Tozen's pocket as it's day for the race.
Watching a shit ton of that video.
Now, the quick question is, did you guys just buy 5 tickets? Did you buy extra? Did you buy less?
I assume we would have bought enough for everybody.
Okay.
As a droid, do
we-
I need a ticket?
As a droid, if you're going to take up a seat, you're probably going to need a ticket.
Jim, if we could, we purchased one extra ticket so that we,
Have a
you know,
space
that
for
so
our
that we're
lunch?
not always appearing as a group of 5, because that leads to something a little easier tracked.
Ah, interesting. You're not wanting to make patterns. It's almost like I was checking for that.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Okay, so you buy an extra ticket to have in the middle of you or at the end of you guys. It's always nice to have
Somewhere.
a spare ticket. As race day is here, there's all kinds of events. There's degradable flyers, being dropped off by some of the airships.
Ooh. Also dress differently.
I mean,
Yeah,
how
now-
different
Shall
is
I have a
Tozen
new
dressed?
fancy paint job?
We're wearing our sports jerseys.
The
And of
ones
course-
that we just got.
Right?
Another nondescript human appearance.
Right? The
The
two of our
shapeshifters.
people never look the same.
Some of y'all
Well,
think
like-
your rebel cell's got like 40 people with all the extra people showing up.
Right?
Right? We have a really big cell. It's fine.
Yeah. How big is that place?
Right? I'm wearing sunglasses so that I look like a different Kaminoan.
I feel sorry for whoever's sitting behind you.
Oh, shit.
He's got his race day hat.
Right?
Very
You guys,
excited.
you go up there, there's big crowds. There's the VIP section that has next to no line with a little hover platform. Steamy totally just does the harumph. VIP section, no lines. We wouldn't have been standing out here all day.
This could have been us, but you people are losers.
But we've been sitting there all day getting no contact to pass off our stuff.
True
Because we
that.
weren't the spot they said to get tickets in.
Oh no, this is just the line. On
Yeah,
the plus
well.
side, there's lots of interesting vehicles in the parking lot with foods and different things going on for anyone that eats or wants to play virtual racing games, because that's totally a thing at the racetrack.
No, we're not going there.
I think that sounds like
Oh.
fun.
Not with Tozen.
Oh,
Oh, would Tozen not like that?
No,
Would
we'd
he like
never
it
get
too
him in.
much?
he
We'd
would like
never
it
get him
way
inside,
too much.
probably.
Tozen will be like, "See me, you've got the materials, right? You can hand them off."
I trust you.
As you guys, totally wait in line with your regular Joe Schmo tickets, and you guys go up there and you totally just pass a security check. Somebody give me a vigilance check.
That's not going to be
Please hold.
Not it.
Nope,
I
not
mean,
that
now
great. 2.
Now we wonder if Tozen's gonna bust out those blue dice because Tozen researched the racetrack.
So
I have
who's
I have 1 yellow and 2 green in vigilance, and it's a career skill.
Yeah. Well, the career
so being
skill
a
just
career
is what
skill
it
only
costs
matters
you,
for
so.
buying more skill ranks.
Yeah.
Go ahead and add a blue to that roll, and you'll have 1 yellow, 2 green, and a blue.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm only 1
Okay.
yellow and a blue, so.
And we'll give
Oh.
you one of those as well.
Hey.
You got plenty of them. Feel free to share with your 6 light side points.
That's
I've got the
why.
Don't be
dice
jelly.
pool all ready for you.
The
What?
bazillion times that we were horrible. This is great. Right. Is my dice pool correct?
Yep, it is all ready.
Right.
As
Yay!
immediately
Yay!
Lachelle looks around and you're just like, hey, I've seen this place on many videos. I wouldn't mind getting some propagandist footage here. As you look around and realize that there is a very high for public event even, Imperial military presence here. As you totally look up in the VIP stands and you notice outside the windows are floating some shield droids. They're basically little droids that are with shields that are made to intercept any incoming blaster fire.
Sacrifice themselves.
And you notice there's, like, on one rooftop, a pair of scout troopers with their little hover bikes parked. You're sensing there's a very large Imperial presence.
Clearly, there's a VIP in a VIP to the VIPs in the VIP section.
Right.
I mean, I was excited
What?
about you wanting VIP tickets for a second.
It's Veterans Day. They gave a bunch of free tickets to a bunch of them.
They wanted to fill up the stands.
And let's not forget, these are fancy dancy R&D ships and landcraft. It's a good way of getting a military contract, showing off your stuff.
Right.
But you definitely notice that you probably don't want to get into any shenanigans because there is a large Imperial security force present. They're
I
all
can take 'em.
scattered about watching, a half dozen entrances and exits. But there is a presence, so you wouldn't want to bring anything to draw attention to yourself.
I can take them.
Okay.
Okay, you take them while we make our escape.
That sounds great.
I remember you used that plan once before.
I
Yeah,
remember
except
it
the
not
last
working
time-
as well as we would have hoped.
Well, that's because one of us was down on the ground and the rest of y'all decided to run, except for the one that was fighting.
I mean, sometimes that happens.
Mistakes were made.
So you guys, pretty easily can just follow the signs to the section that you're supposed to be in. As
Yep.
you see a bunch of, family units getting in position. People are ordering sports memorabilia, hats and jerseys of your favorite racers, or race teams, because some of them are actually like R&D teams. And you guys
Nice.
look out. Thankfully, you are in the shady section because nobody wants to see Tozen with a sunburn.
Oh,
No.
Especially
True story.
Tozen.
Right? I burn easily.
So
I have on a t-shirt for one of the racing groups that I really like. And I don't know which one it is because I don't know what it would be called, but
The Starfield Starfinders.
sounds
Two big
great.
fancy S's.
I hear
Right?
the Doug guys are really good in this group.
Doug.
You heard the what?
The Doug team, they're the best.
So you have their shirt on?
Yeah.
Is
I'm
there any
trying
special-
to
Doug's
make
are
it so that I fit into this crowd better because other people will also be wearing.
Yes.
Is there an
random
especially
shirts for their
dangerous Doug?
No,
Yes.
most of these drivers and vehicles are safe.
Okay.
This isn't one of those races.
I would
So-
like to buy a piece of memorabilia for one of the participants. Probably whoever's the most popular one, but
That'd be
definitely some
10,000
kind of
credits.
plushie or some kind of three-dimensional piece of memorabilia that would be handy to perhaps slip a data stick into.
Ooh,
Oh.
so you see a nice big plushie of the local team. They've got a plushie of their ship, which
You're
and
gonna
it's even got a
violate the
little.
plushie.
It's even
Wow.
got a hand pocket to put your hand in to go whoosh, 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 like a little Luke Skywalker.
You can pretend like you're flying it.
Mm-hmm.
You went
It's not too big, right? It's something that is easy to carry and easy to hand off to another person.
Yep. It's basically a little stuffy of some little amalgamation of a headhunter starfighter and a TIE fighter pushed together.
Beautiful.
You went like much more fancy and elaborate. I was gonna get you some wrapped food to put said device in.
You know, I have hidden cargo, right?
What's that?
I have hidden cargo.
Oh, so we're gonna
storage
give
in
them
mine.
you?
So we're just
Well,
gonna give them you?
I don't think they're
Exactly.
going to hand
I
you
see.
off.
Oh, I see. For the hand. Oh, okay.
I was
Mhm.
like,
That's-
I don't think you want to go with them, but
No.
okay.
Take
Yeah.
our droid. She'll find her way back.
It's a great way to find out you don't want to be a part of the team anymore, though.
Right? All right, I guess Kelly's rolling a new character.
I guess that's
Right.
how that goes.
That's a hell of a handoff. But they got a gunga deal on that one.
Right?
But yeah. But hey, that works. It saves me. I just get my own snack and a drink then instead of several snacks.
Wow,
Snacks would be,
you don't bring snacks back for the team?
hell no. I was gonna bring back several to put the thing in to hand off to people a snack, but
Put the hollow
You-
disc in the hot dog.
yeah, or a hamburger or whatever. But
I
you
would
gotta
gladly
piss.
pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
I
You
think
went
they
big
call those
dollar plushie.
Gand burgers. Because it's made with blue meat.
Did we have any kind of like way of identifying our contact when we run across them?
Yeah, when they sit down in our empty seat.
We did
That would
not.
work.
Well, I unfortunately, your tactician did not send them that seat number.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
I would've
But on the
figured that
plus
would've been-
side, you do get a countdown timer as a message.
Mhm.
So basically, at the mid-race break is when the timer is counting down for your approximate guesstimation.
Okay, and how exact were the coordinates where we were supposed to be? Because we have a section number, but did we
Yep.
have like be at this seat or in this kiosk or whatever?
Basically, it's within like 5 rows up and 5 rows down from the ticket you bought. So you are dead center of the section you're supposed to be at, which is good. Do you send your contact any information?
I would
Your
imagine that I
contact
at
is
least.
being vague.
You can just tell them, "Hey, buddy, we have your seat for you."
Yeah, I mean,
Right?
talking to a friend.
we have a seat. Just look out for your friend with the tall neck.
As you get a big affirmative biomechanical thumbs up is the sign.
Yeah. Look at the guy in the funny glasses.
Right?
You can't miss him. And of course, we're blending in those of us that can, have fun and motivate, cheering with the crowd and all.
Right?
And your contact will totally respond to you when you give them the seat information. Of the sign will be "May the stars guide us," and the calendar sign is "And the galaxies unite."
Wow.
May the stars guide us.
And the galaxies unite.
All right.
All right.
Now I feel all super spy.
Now the
Right?
question
Super
is,
secret squirrel.
are you having Simi check your data pad again?
If she wants to, sure.
What am I checking for specifically?
Oof.
Well, he's just having you check the message, make sure everything is secure.
Secure and legit.
Okay.
Okay,
There's
look at...
still red in there.
Yeah, there's still a red in there. It's almost like someone's monitoring communications going on around here.
Yeah, they don't
I mean,
monitor shit on me.
there would have been 2 black if someone didn't have their magical make all black dice disappear within
I
your,
know,
area code.
right?
So, with all of your successes, you do know for a fact someone is monitoring communications here. You know beyond a shadow of a doubt. Somebody's trying to monitor all casual communications.
Okay, I share that information.
And it totally has the smell of Imperial on it, which is kind of a go
No.
figure. And
What?
take
Crazy.
1 point of strain. Why couldn't
she
there have been 2
realizes
more
them
threats to
fuckers-
go with that?
Hold on, why do I have to take strain?
Because
You
you have
got
1
it.
threat.
Threat?
Because of that.
You got a threat.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I saw the threat. I'm like, oh, that's right.
Like, never mind.
Oh, that explains it.
That was her quickly unplugging from your data pad, acting like your pad is infected with something. She totally pulls out the cleaner and spritzes and cleans her data port.
You, what did you get on it?
As her imitation butt cheeks pucker.
And with those successes, you know for a fact that the message he received with the sign countersign has been read by at least 1 other pair of eyes, or photoreceptors, as the case may be. But just the response with the sign and the countersign. As ominously speaking, one of those tiny probe droids, the little backpack-sized ones, goes fluttering down the aisle.
So does Simi share that information?
Yes, Simi does in a very casual manner.
Okay. So who's our best person at detecting detecting lies and things like that? Would that be our interrogator, or would that be
Probably gonna be me. I should be very, very good at that. But what is my infiltrator? Prit, what are your numbers?
What is the detect lies?
So that would be vigilance.
Then
Oh.
not me. I've got one one green.
Yeah, I'm terrible at.
My will
I can't
is
take, your sense of your humanoid reactions.
Your organics are always weird. You're leaking fluids everywhere.
So I have nobody's fool. And
Upgrades their
That is a
things,
very
right?
good one.
it's the difficulty of any charm, coercion, and deception checks attempted against the character is upgraded once for each rank of nobody's fool.
Mm-hmm. Makes it a
So
whole
it's
lot harder to lie.
Okay, does that affect me with what I'm about to do, or no?
If you used it, then it would be more difficult for them to lie to you. Which, that would totally work.
Golder,
Yeah,
we're not using it just now. We basically need to wait until someone makes contact with us, and before responding to them with "and may the galaxies unite," we need to be able to determine if they are our actual contact or that one other person who has seen the message.
Okay, and it's a passive thing for me, so I guess it's always on.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
For me.
Yep.
Okay.
And you could use your vigilance or your discipline, whichever's higher, against someone's deception.
Look at my discipline.
You lack
My
discipline.
discipline is much better. My discipline is 2 yellow and a green.
I
Nice.
thought you'd say that.
Mhm.
Your discipline doesn't need more discipline.
I'm apparently very disciplined in the area of discipline.
So a little while as the clock is ticking down on, your data pad as the ominous time is coming, and as the racers zip in and the food concession guys go walking by and the Imperial probe droids come by going doo 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 doo.
Hey, maybe it would be a good idea to get some extra food to do a quote unquote handoff if we come in contact with the rogue contact first. Yep. Oh yeah, you're here to get some information. Okay, here, take this hot dog and go away.
Here's a hollow disc in your hot dog.
Here's your hot dog. Oh.
I don't know why it has a CD case size object sticking out of it. It's what all the kids do nowadays.
This is what everybody wanted.
God bless you.
you.
So since you have 6 tickets, what is the open seat? Is it like at the end of you guys, in the middle of you guys?
In the middle, probably.
I was thinking in the middle as well. Like this person is a friend of our group, and so we're not kind of trying to shun them to the edge of the group. They're come and sit with us and enjoy the game and or party or Grand Prix.
Okay, so just about.
So I will get a bunch of different food for everybody, along with a fancy one of something, special meal.
Now the question is, do you actually go buy the food, or do you go steal people's food at pickup?
God.
I mean, you are a shapeshifter. You could totally do that.
I'm not going to steal food and potentially draw attention to myself.
Get yourself caught.
Right?
Okay. I just had to figure if you were making good choices or not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you go to get food, and as you're coming back down, and the appointed minute is ticking down, immediately a gentleman he looks to be human, very, very, very portly, with his hands full of like a tray of food and snacks, and he's got some like streamer balloon dealios that are kind of covering his features from the front. Immediately starts doing the awkward excuse me coming through, sticking his butt in half the group's face to get to the empty chair.
Fancy.
And he totally turns to Tozen and says, is this chair free?
It is for a friend of ours.
And he kind of pauses and then takes a thoughtful moment and says, well, may the stars guide us to where our keisters can land.
That's really what he says?
That's really what he says.
Somebody didn't get the end off notice very well.
Right, exactly. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you mean, but we are waiting for a friend of ours.
As he just kind of like does the whole body sag.
Somebody else want to give the other liners a lie?
As he kind of looks and makes a sassy.
United in nice seats.
hey, Melnock, maybe you have a hot dog for him before we send him on his way.
Well, I was going to say, as I walk up to this, I'm like, oh, hey, here you go, everybody, food. Oh, you made it. How nice. Here's your special order.
As he looks at you
hot dog.
And says, which one of these empty seats is yours, so I can find my own seat, because I'm hoping that may the stars guide us to our seats. And he's saying it a little louder and a little more awkward, because obviously the alien he spoke to was not the right one. Wink. Wink.
Are you okay? Do you need to flush your eye out?
So he's obviously off, like way off, right? Yeah. So.
Well, no, he's saying,
So
"May the stars guide us." That's the exact
And
thing.
I did
Oh.
say
He's just
like,
adding a little
may
more
the
to it.
galaxy be united in a nice spot to sit.
Yeah.
And he
Added.
totally looks at Simi and asks, "Which one is the free seat?"
I point to the one next to Toast.
Oh,
and he
it
proceeds
doesn't get less.
to do that squishy sit down where he wiggles 3 or 4 times and kind of presses against Tozen and whoever's on the opposite side. As he starts organizing his handful of things, he puts the streamers down so they're just blocking his chest. He puts his food tray on the not sticky floor because it's Star Wars. We have little mouse droids to take care of that. And he says, so who's winning so far? The Galatrons are my favorite group.
So I'm waiting for either Lachelle or Prit to determine if this guy's our contact or not, because I sure as hell don't have any social skills to do so.
Let me roll a check for him.
Looking for a nod from one of you.
Well, actually, it'd be probably a deception against you, or
Well,
unless he's going to reverse it and do an upgrade.
Yeah, it's going to be his deception against you as he starts throwing out small talk about his kids and how he wished they could make it, and you got an upgrade.
Let's throw a blue on there, too.
Oh, we're using one of those blues.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is the rebel cell that, you know about.
And then, so if you're making her roll, it'd be a reversal of the effect of the thing.
Yep, it would be a free upgrade on her end.
Yeah.
So I'm puzzled. Does that mean that you're going to roll, Jim?
Nope, or you go ahead and roll your discipline.
But he's adjusting for that skill.
Yeah, I'm giving you the nobody's fool in reverse, basically.
Got it. Okay. Right, is my pool correct?
Your pool is ready.
Oof.
As you're pretty sure he's telling you the truth, and this is probably the guy, because his small talk is really repetitive. Really repetitive. Like 3 threats repetitive. But what would you like for your triumph?
I don't know, guys. Can you help me? Because I don't think this is the right guy, so I'm a little irritated.
Well, no, you do think this is the guy.
Oh, you think it's absolutely the right guy.
Oh, Lachelle 100% thinks this is the right guy. Lachelle has no question.
Does Prit have any? Does Prit have any thoughts on that? Being that he may be the only other person in the group that has any kind of deception, infiltration type skills that could apply here.
And don't forget, Golda still has a triumph to spend.
Yes. And just because you failed doesn't mean he's not the guy. I mean,
true. But I'd like more confirmation.
It's just that all signs point to yes.
So I would be happy to roll. Am I rolling a deception?
Well, first let Golda tell us what she's going to use her triumph for.
I have asked for help because I don't know what to do with it. Does anybody have a suggestion for me?
You could give him an upgrade, or you could recognize the person. Would totally be a thing.
Oh.
I mean...
that was an option. I would like to recognize that person.
Okay, I will give you for a big damn triumph. Amongst the rebel agitators, you do recognize this guy as one of them. He is totally a propagandist. You know for a fact you have crossed Starship corridors with him on the other side.
Okay.
He has given courses in young agitators on how to be very agitating.
Yeah, he is.
And it's not
Does
just
he-
like sneak out of your parents' house in the middle of the night.
He's taught other people, and he's this bad. I glanced at Tozen, and I was like, "We're hoping that the galaxies can unite." Tozen, and I smile, like I smile, but not like rude. I just give him like a slight smile and a nod.
And as you do that, he totally gives you a very polite nod, and he offers you some fire seeds, which is basically red hots
Why are you playing
or hot
Tozen?
tamales.
I
It's a good
like
question.
hot tamales, even if he's playing Tozen now.
Sorry,
She
your
said that-
content.
She said that to me, Jim, not to the guy.
Well, she also said the countersign,
Right.
Ah.
out
and
loud.
that's why he's offering her candies.
I see.
Okay, all right. Well, I take candy from him because I really like those.
Aha, we've successfully given candy from a stranger who's
That's
not
right.
so strange.
He's not a stranger. I know who he is.
All right. So I was going to play that out and just have fun with it and be like, well, yes, and indeed, I hope the galaxies come together. But no, seeing her take candy from him, it's like, oh, okay.
Well, then I guess that's fine.
This is confirmation to me that this is the guy that we need to be in touch with.
Yeah.
And of
All
course,
right.
you hear the 3 sirens, and the next half of the racing starts. There's a big race going up and in the sky with the fighters, and on the ground with the land vehicles. The crowd cheers because there's one crash up that already happened.
Yay.
Did I miss it, man? I always look
So,
away when the crash happens.
Sometime during the crowd cheering and whatnot, I will just casually ask him and say, how is your son doing? We bought this gift for him.
Oh, my son would love one of those. I guess that's going to have to save me 200 credits at the souvenir stand. And he will gladly take it from you.
Perfect.
Now, as you do that, who
Please
has
give him
the
our regards.
best vigilance, by the way?
Do what now?
That
What about?
was Golda.
Who's got the
think it's
best
me.
vigilance?
That's Golda. Sorry, Golda, I have no more blues to give you.
What is your vigilance? I thought you had one more.
Nope, I've used 2.
Oh,
You used one on this one.
no. So what
And then
is
one
your
prior.
vigilance, Golda?
My vigilance is 1 yellow and 2 green.
Ooh, it's a fair roll. Let's see what happens. As it's fine. You don't notice anything, Golda.
You rolled for me?
No, I rolled someone's stealth against your vigilance.
Oh, okay.
As he totally puts his hand in the pocket, and I'm assuming he feel a certain holodisk case in there?
Yes, he would.
As he gives you the slow wink. And he does the whoosh, playing with the little plushy puppet. And totally puts it down and just sits to watch the rest of the race.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're here for, man.
Mm-hmm.
It would be
Okay.
suspicious if we got up and left.
Mm-hmm.
And as the race is winding down, as they say, getting to the last couple loops.
So, who in our group is good at noticing things? Maybe before the race is over, get up and do a, once around and pick up a snack or something and look to see if there are any eyes on us or anything.
Hey, Jim,
Huh?
did you remember when you made that roll? Do you remember to add in that it's hard for people to get things past me?
Yeah, that was a stealth roll, so it doesn't do that talent.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, it was basically somebody being sneaky and watching and you not noticing it. As the
Okay.
camera totally sees a large photoreceptor eyeball focusing in on the guy and the person sitting next to him giving him the puppet. Click, click.
Okie.
So,
Just making sure.
Tozen did have a good suggestion. Does somebody want to do some exfil?
I got 3 green and perception.
I have
I've
2
got
yellow.
1
and
yellow and 3 green in perception.
Yeah.
Sounds like our infiltrator would be a good person to go have a quick look around.
Also
my
gave the
perception's
guy
3.
also gave the guy a special hot dog since that was the guy and stuff, and he's staying somewhere through the stuff.
I was gonna say, what's so special about the hot dog?
I had some extra toppings on it in case somebody else showed up. It was the special order for him.
Okay. He mouths through that
since
hot
he's
dog like
obviously
nobody's
the guy,
business.
might as well get rid of it. So he's not just getting the plush. He got some food from us.
Okay, so as the infiltrator excuses himself to go use the refresher or find some good swag before the race is over, go ahead and as you walk back to check the place out, all slick spy guy, give me your perception check.
All right. Is my pool ready?
Yep. Hey, so a point of strain at least, because you're stressing. And you're stressing when you notice that there's 2, and they totally, with 3 successes, you recognize plainclothes ISB agents when you see them. They're totally doing that whole whispering into their cuff, their comm link.
Mm-hmm.
As you have a feeling that on each of the rows, because like you guys are in the middle of one of the 2 rows, there's 2 ISB or security agents standing there looking, one on each side, so 4 total. And you totally realize, Prit sees from the directions they're looking, they're totally looking at your obnoxious new friend at the seat.
All right.
And you
I will.
You see floating above each of them is one of those little Imperial spy droids, the little tiny, tiny guys. And both of them are staring like right at the back of his head.
I will alert over comms to Tozen. Hey, we got some heat, and they are looking at our new friend.
And with 3 successes, I will even let you overhear them say, "There's the rebel agent." Now, as you call Tozen at the middle of this sporting event, are you doing it stealthfully?
Yes.
Okay. I will give you a blue for you to do it stealthfully. Since there are 4 organic pairs of eyes and 2 photoreceptors on the situation.
All right. Well, here is my stealth.
Like a boss, you reach over on your comm and bip, 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 bip. So Tozen, what message is he getting?
That they, hey Tozen, we've got some.
You have some fans.
We've got some fans. They have recognized our friend.
Copy that. Why, thank you. I will make
Tozen
sure they know.
looks over at him, and he's just putting that special Ewok hot dog collector's edition into his mouth and chomping away. Oblivious to anything. Or is he? So what do you guys do?
So I will ask our newfound friend if his that it suddenly occurred to me that your other son may be jealous of your son getting this gift. Will that be a problem?
He just kind of looks at you and slaps you on the back when the crowd cheers to try to blend in a little. And he's like, No. Everything should be fine. I just need to find a quick ride out of town, and everything should be fine. After all, you secured all the information in the hot dog, right?
Yes, indeed.
As he
Jesus
totally
Christ,
just
is he
pats you
rolling
on the
worse
back.
than we do?
No, he's trying subterfuge in case anyone is listening
Right.
in on us, and so they'll grab the hot dog and not the toy.
Okay.
As he kind of gets kind of nervous with what you were saying there.
As he should. As he should.
As he kind
Perhaps.
of glances over his shoulder, you see like a little bead of sweat on his brow. As he's like, I think even though I really like this plushie, I should go get something for my other son to make sure that they're not jealous and they don't fight over it, if you know what I mean.
Indeed.
Could you make sure to call my wife, my life partner? Had to look for the Star Wars name. To make sure and tell her I might be late getting home tonight.
Indeed. Could you please provide her number? Is it the
As
same one I called before?
yeah, you can call it the same number. She monitors my my HoloNet messages.
Perfect. Is there anything we can do to assist you in placating your other son?
If there's anything your friends can do that might help make sure I beat the crowds out of the exit, I'd really appreciate that. As he starts kind of uncomfortably putting things down to clear his lap off, and he kind of opens his vest a little and shoves the plushie inside the vest.
Does anybody on the team have any kind of demolitions expertise or anything like that?
Holy hell!
That's a large jump.
Demolitions?
No.
I'm thinking create a distraction.
Well, I got a plan for that, or at least
Okay, all right. Well,
one side distraction, but explosion. That's why.
an explosion would definitely be a nice big distraction that would get everybody's attention.
Yeah, that's for sure.
We are not known for our subtlety, apparently.
I have a plan to distract one of the agents.
Perfect.
When we're ready to make a move, I can distract on one side.
All right, so you let us know which exit you'd like to distract on, and I will, work on escorting our friend in that direction.
All right. So I'll go up one of the sides. I don't know, left, right, whichever.
Okay, so he's in the middle, and he does a pretty good job, by the way. When he shoves the stuffy into his vest, it blends in kind of well.
Yeah.
Who knew the portly belly is there for camouflage? Though he is sweating profusely now.
Jeff, you're good at the whole infiltration exfiltration, so I'll be wanting you to kind of escort our guy up past or through this distraction once
remember,
once Melnock creates it.
He's heading off towards like the restrooms or food stands, and that's where he spotted the Imperials.
Well,
Are you waiting for him to come back, or
We're waiting for him to come back because he did this in the middle of the race, right?
Uh-huh.
Right. So we were waiting towards the end of the race.
Back, I'll then work my way up towards the one agent.
Okay, so you're gonna peel off to the right and head up the stairs.
Yep. So basically, we're gonna want to go the direction where probably not the main way out, but look for an alternate way out, away from or something. But so I make my way up, looking a little woozy,
and
stumbling a little bit.
Now that your friend has nicely pointed out where they are, You totally see these 4 guys. They're wearing the very almost exact same outfits. And you think you get a hint of a holdout holster type of deal. As you're heading up towards them, you notice that one of them is slowly coming down the stairs, and he kind of has that hand hovering where someone would totally put a holdout pistol.
Okay. I'm like I said, looking a little green around the gills, kind of,
Oh.
a little sway and stuff.
And when the shapeshifter says green, they mean green.
And as I come up towards him, all of a sudden I hurl on him.
Damn.
That's dedication to craft.
And kind of fall into him a little bit.
You can hurl on command?
Huh?
You can hurl on command?
Well, I'll, start coughing and kind of, and then do what I got to do to make myself hurl.
Okay, give me a deception or resilience.
Well, we're definitely not. Whoops, definitely not going resilience because. Well, no, actually, if it's resilience for my roll, actually, my resilience is really high, but I'm thinking resist. But that's no. Okay, I'll do resilience.
Okay, I got a blue in there for the puke and an upgrade for the destiny point.
Because I ate and drank a bunch of race food, so
Crappy race food.
Okay, yeah, that's true. I'll give you an extra blue for that.
All right. Now, what I want is a really good roll. You got my upgrade, yeah?
I got your upgrade, and I got 2 blue.
That way, it's like really good for projectile.
Nice and chunky.
All right. So what am I doing? Is this a skullduggery or what?
No, this is me.
Yeah.
No,
so immediately, Melnock is that guy in the audience that just turns around. Agent's coming down, totally hovering over his firearm, and you just blast chunks of many interesting colored food. I think there's even some of those blue prawns in there. I don't know what you were eating. Racetrack jambalaya.
Right? The food.
As you throw up on him, he immediately looks at you and says, "You idiot! You threw up on me!" Kind of pointing out the obvious. Some people in the audience are going, "Tee he got barfed on." Tee
and so this would be the point where Prit is trying to stealth our guy past that guy.
Yeah, and I'd start kind of, I'm so sorry, trying to wipe it off and stuff. And
okay, if you wipe, you will know beyond a shadow of a doubt he has a holdout blaster pistol in his belt line, basically.
Okay. I'm assuming the other guy is looking down at what's going on as well.
The other guy is totally doing the looking at the back of the person's head who they're pursuing, and then looking at the events happening here, and he looks very anxious.
Like, glad it's not me.
And what would you like for your 2 advantage?
A blue.
Throw Brit a blue, yep.
Okay. So,
Thanks be glad I can't smell.
Yes, a blue to whichever, I guess it's going to be Prit doing his stealthy stuff.
Sounds like Prit is going to attempt to say, "Psst, come this way." And he will be assisting you as well. He wants to get out of this sticky situation, so he will gladly assist you. And oh, look at that. You're using it.
Got to use them at the key points.
Yep.
And I'm going to go one further. I'm going to use my Master of Shadows. Once per round, suffer 2 strain to decrease the difficulty of my next stealth check by 1.
Ooh.
Nice.
Wow. Nice.
Okay, that made it even harder for them.
Nice.
Nice
skill.
Now, did it say decrease the difficulty or downgrade the difficulty?
It says decrease the difficulty.
Okay. Just making sure. So it takes a purple out instead of turning a red into a purple. Important semantics.
Yep.
Your pool is all ready.
All right. And here we go.
Damn! My dice got neutered. So I'm assuming you're taking him to the nearest public exit, or do you have something more nefariously in plan?
No, I'm keeping it simple. Nearest public exit. Hopefully, he can get himself out of here.
Away.
He can get himself away now that he's no longer right underneath the ISB people.
Yeah, away from their eyes and stuff.
As you totally, goes and says, this way, and the guy totally falls in step behind you. He all of a sudden, he appears ridiculously competent. You're thinking his previous behavior was just a ruse or a cover identity. As he follows you out, and you guys totally get to one of the exits where the dads with sick kids are leaving early, or the some of the folks whose team crashed and they're just pissed and leaving. You totally get him in line behind the people. I'm assuming you're giving him the pat and you're heading back in, or are you heading out the gate?
I'm going to give him the pat and get it and head back in, and I'm going to use those 2 advantages to give him a blue in his whatever skill he's going to be using.
Okay. And that exact moment, all of a sudden, when you guys are kind of nonchalantly looking around, especially Melnock with the whole sleeve wipe of the puke off your mouth, you totally look up, and without even looking back, the signal's been given, that the clockwork teamwork is happening. All of a sudden, those 2 little droids are look at each other and look back at the target, and then look at the puking guy, and then look back at each other and look at where the target was, and they start hovering in a very agitated kind of way, like you can visually sense they've lost their target. And the one agent underneath the one hollers up to it, and it kind of floats down to his ear and starts saying something in binary, and the other 2 agents kind of start quickly walking down the stairs, kind of antsy like, on the opposite aisle that's opposite of you.
Okay.
Can we understand what they said in binary?
If you could hear it, you might.
Can I pick up their chatter?
Maybe. There is going to be a black dice because the crowd and the cheering, but give me a perception check.
Perception? Okay. Nope.
As all of a sudden you're trying to hear what's saying, and the crowd just goes, "What?" cheering at that exact moment as the land vehicles goes speeding by.
And I turn around and cheer, looking around, and kind of slop some more vomit on the guy.
Oh, Jesus.
As I raise my arm up, and cheer, oh.
Just kind of wave some barf on him.
Smear puke across his face. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sorry. Let me go. I start moving my way away after that.
It comes in waves.
And the guy literally shoves you back and just says, "Get away from me, you sicko!" And he goes stomping down, slathering. He grabs somebody's napkin while they're eating their hot dog and starts wiping with his tiny dainty napkin the huge amount of vomit on his little tunic there.
As one person holds so much vomit.
Right.
It's a skill.
It's like the fucking Exorcist in
inside. Here. What is this? Pea soup? And he totally goes to where your guys are all sitting, and he looks at everybody and gives this angrily vomity splattering hand gesture as he looks up and realizes that the target he was coming for is gone. And he kind of is giving the rest of your 3 compatriots this long stink eye.
And we're standing and cheering with everybody else.
Okay, so of you guys, who has the best deception?
Probably Lachelle.
Probably me.
I'm only 2 green, so.
What is yours, Prit?
Am I there?
Or Prit's
I know.
not there
Oh,
yet.
you're not there.
See
So
me.
it would be Simi.
I have for deception. I have 1 yellow and 2 green, so yours is better.
Okay. Yeah,
if I was there, I have 2 yellow and 2 green. For future reference.
You are one better than me. I have -3 blacks and +1 advantage for my deception.
Okay, which is good because he has a thing that helps, give people who deceive him black dice. Mwahaha. And I am giving you 2 blue dice because your teammates are working with you, and an upgrade because you're just hanging out at the crowd cheering.
Plus he's got barf on him.
Yeah.
It's
That's
hard to
very
pay attention when
distracting.
you've got barf on you.
I don't care who
It's
you
just-
are, that's distracting.
Yep.
That's why there's an upgrade there.
And I flipped a destiny.
Oh, yes, you did. There's another upgrade there. As
Let me know
apparently
when-
it is ready. As your race team zips around and you immediately get to cheer them. And you totally look like one of a dozen other people wearing the same shirts. Jesus Christ.
Yay!
Wow.
So, he looks at you guys and stares for a good long second as he then, turns back up the stairs and looks at the barf guy and squints a scowly look.
Well, after he left, I'm making my way off to somewhere kind of inconspicuous.
Change of
His
appearance.
tummy hurts. He needs to step away.
As he then starts to walk towards his partner, and you totally see him reach up to his ear, and he taps his ear comm, and he sends a message, which the other guy is totally doing the conspicuous Secret Service bit. The talk and talk back. You know they're having a comms conversation. But you have a ton of advantage there.
What are
would
some
you
good
like
ideas,
to use
guys?
for him? I mean, for 3 of them, I've got a great suggestion, but that's just me.
When the GM when the GM
Yeah.
says that, you always hear what he has to say.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, for 3 advantage, I think you guys could, with that deception, deceptively slip out with the crowd yourselves.
That's kind of what I was
Yeah,
thinking. I was going to say the race
cover
comes
our
to an end, and
escape.
we're ready to leave with the rest of the crowd.
That I will do. Can I do anything with those other 2? Is there anybody I can help out?
You could probably throw a blue to whoever goes next, and then if you have any
There you
strain,
go.
take 1 strain back.
I don't have any strain. So
Um,
I will pass a blue off to whomever
Lachelle does
Whomever
not
goes
strain.
next.
She's too composed.
Today
Mhm.
Today I make it
Okay.
look easy. Most days, no.
So about this time, Prit's coming back from the exit and realizes the ISB agent was staring at your friends, and he's covered in puke for some reason. You're not quite sure at first.
So weird.
And then he kind of storms off up the stairs to go back to the where they came from. And you see as you're coming back from, the exit, you see the 2 droids are totally doing that whole Terminator scan of the audience, sweeping, looking for somebody that's obviously not you because their gaze passes by you and it doesn't stop.
That's because we're innocent.
right?
You say that so innocently.
I know. It's because it's true.
Are you going to rejoin your friends there, Britt?
Yep, I will.
Okay. You do the excuse me, coming by till you get to your seat and sit down. You notice that jerk that was joining your friends left a big mess with a box of food and everything on the ground. Bastard.
Rude.
Some people.
Do you guys say anything? You notice that that your friend apparently is missing. You don't see Melnock anywhere. I mean, seeing as you of all people could actually recognize him, probably.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Shapeshifters.
Well, I would think it's that we've got the guy out. My idea is that they probably have taken off, and I will go follow.
We should probably also.
Yeah.
We scampered out. Did you come along with us?
No, I came back to where everyone was. See that you scampered. Now I will scamper.
As we get the montage of you guys heading back out, did you guys bring the shop vehicle or are you using public transport?
Oh, always public transport for missions.
Okay, so you
Almost
guys
always.
conveniently go out there. Public transport's coming like every 5 minutes, so it keeps the
Taxi.
crowds from growing up, and you're a little ahead of the mass of bodies. As you guys get onto the public transport, which is basically like big subway bus, comes zooming up. You guys get on, and it goes zooming off. At that exact moment, your data pad gets a ping of a message. Do you read it?
First, I would
Whose
like to
data
make
pad?
sure. I'm assuming it's my data pad.
Yep, it's your
All right.
data pad. It's your contact.
Okay, I want to make sure we are out of where comms are being actively scanned before I check it.
Okay, so the bus has passed a few city blocks. You feel you're safe. I mean, unless you want someone to do something to check.
I'd love to have Simi do a check to make sure the airways are clear.
Okay, go for it,
Yeah.
Simi.
You do okay. Well,
Oh.
I didn't mean to do that.
Did you want to use the point? It's a good time to do
No.
it. It's getting near the
Okay,
end of
well
the
then
night.
fine. All right. Okay, so
I have the upgrade in there for you.
apparently I needed it.
Wow.
Oof.
So, Simi, you are pretty sure that you have gone far enough that Imperial intelligence could not be monitoring this far out.
Can I use the 3 advantage to add an extra layer of like interference or static
Okay,
to
you
the,
basically
anybody who's observing?
okay. As she tints your screen, so only someone looking directly at it can read the words, nobody around.
Yeah, make it a lot more inconspicuous and.
I'm just checking the just checking the results of the races. That's all.
Yeah.
All right, so I will now knowing that it's secure, I'll go ahead and check it.
Okay, so you now fully have faith that it is secure, and you check it, and you basically get the all clear message. Letting
I made
you
it
know
home in
that
time for dinner.
Your contact has made it home in time for dinner, and thanks for making sure the children were not upset with me.
No. Good phrasing.
My child loved the gift.
Perfect.
Wink, wink.
Nice.
It was a pleasure. We'll have to do it again sometime.
As you
You
get
did
a
a good job.
little polite message saying more information to come later. Maybe some vacation photos.
Bum bum bum. Wonder what our next mission's going to be.
Sweet.
As I lean over to Lachelle and I'm like, what does this word vacation mean?
Holiday.
Woot, woot.
That's funny.
As
Yeah.
all of a sudden there'll be some vacation tickets for you to go somewhere. You need to go to the bamboo forest to the south.
I'm okay with this.
Wee-hoo.
Bring tactical camouflage.
That part's a little bit more iffy.
What? Don't you have those digital camouflage parkas? It's in
Do we?
everybody's camping kits.
Yeah. Okay, then I do.
Only if you got the credits to spend or you cash in duty.
Okay, will you stop going back on your word? You said everybody has it.
Everyone generally has it in the general sense of everyone, not you guys.
Never mind.
This is when you're supposed to jokingly say, but it's on my character sheet now.
Yes, like look, it was right there.
So you guys make it back to the shop in a roundabout way, I take it?
Yeah.
That's our plan.
And by the time you get there, there's a message from High Command thanking in your assistance in this. The data has yet to be verified and received, but we expect that will happen shortly. Because after all, you're pretty sure he's on a chartered ship off planet at this exact moment.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me.
And High Command will, of course, ask if there's anything you need.
Standard payment, and and if our next job is going to require camouflage suits, we'll definitely need those.
As you ask for payment, and High Command is like, "Oh no, we understand. You're doing your thing." As they totally do cash out 2,000 credits each to your spending account for the company for droid repair and general maintenance. From one business account to another.
Of
course.
For services rendered. No, we do up a whole invoice and everything, and yep, here's the work that was done, here's the itemized work that was done, blah blah blah, and yeah.
Well, how much did we get for the last one?
Nothing.
For the last one, the sense of accomplishing a mission for the rebellion.
No, I thought we got money for something. I could be misremembering.
So at the start of this campaign, I had 0 credits because I spent them all, of course. Now I'm up to a total of 4,000 credits. I don't know if that helps you at all.
So actually, no, that does, because that actually puts me at 4,000, because I was like, I add this to that, but I'm like, where did I? Okay, no, so because that's what I'm showing now because of this 2,000. So I just
we have 4,000 as well.
Correct.
Yeah, we did get 2,000 for a previous job we did, not the last one, but
not because I'm like, wait a minute, didn't we? It's been a really long day, so I just wanted to make sure I.
Did we? I don't know. I only had 845, but I might have. I don't know if I.
I was going to say some of you may have been spending it too.
Yeah, like I said, I might have spent it.
And let me see where it is for your business. Has anyone rolled for your business's profit?
Nope.
Oh.
Oh, I think I know where. Yeah, I spent stuff.
Hey, I can now afford either a holographic image disguiser or a shadow cloak.
You know, both of those might be super handy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who needs all that? Just change yourself. You can't do that?
Says the creepy shapeshifter. Goes up to you and says, hey, look, it's an innie. Hey, look, it's an outie. Hey, look, it's an innie.
I was going to say they're not creepy, but that's totally creepy.
you fixed form people.
Life must be
Right.
boring when you have no fluidity of, everything.
Literally everything.
Yeah, that glad things went as smooth as they did because I was ready to put myself at risk there. I was going to actually go to an exit and like change into the guy so that they could see me and then dart out and change again. So, but luckily didn't have to do that.
But unfortunately, people rolled too well because that would have been cool.
They did. Yeah. I thought my projectile vomiting was pretty damn good though.
I like
Yeah,
it. I
That was a brilliant choice.
Told
You
you,
took
had a
one for the
distraction.
team.
People
I don't have real
visceral
good
reaction
socials.
to that.
I don't have good social skills, but I can make things work.
you don't have good social skills, but you make effective use of your bad ones.
Right?
Gross.
Puking on someone generally not accepted by the public, but hey, it
No.
sure helps in some situations.
It sure distracts people and gets them upset.
Right? Gets them away from you.
That's just nasty.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm sure with all that nasty race food, it had to have smelled awful.
Oof. And I think Rebel High Command being Rebel High Command are going to also give you guys up to 2,000 credits for a upgrade to the Gadgetverse.
Gadgetverse?
Your shop?
The
The
shop.
droid warehouse?
Like, I don't know what a Gadgetverse is.
That's the name of your shop that you picked.
I forgot.
The Gadgetverse Droid Warehouse.
Okay, I forgot. It's been a while since we talked.
So if you look
games.
at the handouts for basic business, you can do 2,000 credits worth of improvements.
Basic business.
And it's on page 2.
Well, it's a tiny window.
So if you guys want, if you hit the magnifying glass, it should blow it up for you. And
No,
if
it's
you
just that the actual window itself was really tiny, so I couldn't see any of it.
You'll go blind looking at it that way.
So page 2.
Because there are some options that are 1,000 or less than 2,000. But if you want to pony up some hard cash for some improvements, you totally can do that too. Like, I'm always a fan of the increase the core focus, which basically means the company will give you guys a credit of 200 credits profit for each PC once per month. You actually get a paycheck from both businesses.
Oh.
Or you could improve security.
Well, we can't afford to improve security at the moment, can we?
That's true. You'd all have to cash your cash in. I mean, you could totally opt to do that.
Why is it that 90% of the time I think you just want us to make bad choices?
Well, I mean, there is the option if you all pony up for improved security, you guys could get a security droid. Expendable NPC number 4.
Right. I don't think it's that critical.
Yeah, I would say we either go for the wholesale prices or special orders.
You want that discount, don't you?
I do like the discount, but
and that's within the $2,000 budget.
So special orders would cost the 2,000. Wholesale prices would cost 1,000. I can read the descriptions if you don't have it up in front of you.
I don't.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I don't have it up.
Special orders.
And remember, each of those things in the paragraph is its own thing. So, like, each one has like 2 or 3 options.
Oh, okay. All right, so special orders has 3 different options. The business increases its ability to obtain hard-to-find items related to the business's focus. Number 2, when attempting to find an item that relates to the business, how this applies exactly is up to the GM, the item's rarity decreases by 2 in addition to other modifiers. And the third option for special orders is the upgrade can... Oh, no, that's not an option. This upgrade can only be purchased once. Interesting. Okay, so you have to choose one or the other on this one or wholesale prices because you can only buy it once. So wholesale prices, your options are the business gains the ability to purchase items in bulk with a discount, or when purchasing bulk orders of legal items that have a modified rarity of 4 or lower, the total price decreases by 10%. The amount constituting a bulk order is up to the GM, but should be at least 10 large items such as speeder bikes or portable entertainment systems, or 100 small items such as prepackaged meals or comlinks.
I personally kind of lean towards the being known to getting the rare items, because then because dealing in bulk is not going to be beneficial for us, I think.
It doesn't sound like
but
it.
Having a reputation for specialty items, you would have the opportunity to have select clientele on the occasion. I mean, we still do the regular stuff, but it could act more as a cover, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I was thinking, I agree. As I read them, I was thinking special orders sounds like the better one, and then it's just a matter of which of the two we would pick.
Yeah.
Or do we wait until we get another 500 credits and go with the increased core focus?
I mean, you guys can always chip in some cash. I mean, 100 credits each and you got it.
What?
That's true.
I would be happy to pony up some money for that to work for us.
If it's gonna, I'll pony up.
Right? If it's gonna benefit us.
Yep.
$100 credits?
Do you know how many outfits he has to buy?
Right.
Yeah, I have a changeling bard.
I need a complete ensemble for each character.
Everything I wear is reversible.
All right, I have deducted 100 credits from my 4,000.
I will do the same.
Jim, are you sure that these are separate? Because as I read, like the top ones, it sounds like it's all the same thing.
Well, it's all the same thing except for improved security.
Oh, okay.
Where it's one of the following.
Yeah, okay. All right. So special orders and wholesale, I was saying either or, but no, it's all part of the same thing. But we're going to go with increased core focus. The size and scope of the business grows, increasing the scale of operations and the profits for those invested in it. The size of the building may increase. The business may hire more employees, or it may make investments in infrastructure and technology. Once per month, each PC in the party receives 200 credits in profits from the business. This upgrade may be taken up to 4 additional times, each time increasing the profits received by 200 credits.
Nice.
So, Jim, are you going to make note that we've upgraded to that, or who should keep track of that?
I'm putting it on the bottom of your handout for the shop.
Okay.
That you are increased core focus 1. And then I'll totally copy paste and put what that means.
How do we keep track of when the 1 month has passed? Because it'll probably be, 2 or 3 months of gaming, and by then we'll have forgotten.
You will have go ahead and award yourself 1 month's worth of profits.
Woohoo!
As you're maintaining your cover.
So hold it, then we made 200 back?
Yep.
Oh.
So we paid out 100 to get 200. It sounds like a deal.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, when you put it that way, okay, I don't feel so bad.
Hoorah!
You gotta spend money to make money.
Well done.
And you guys have 20 experience points.
Hoorah!
20, you say?
That's an intriguing concept.
What is that?
I was looking at the cybernetic cavity.
Oh.
It didn't give a specific, didn't give a role like rating.
What do you mean?
Well, like the vessel implant, which is a data type implant. It's like a 4 purple to find it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say anything about cybernetic cavity other than, it's like incorporated into, well, I guess I got to get a cybernetic limb first because it can't just be put in the body. It's like, I don't know. Surgical implant into their body or even incorporated into. So, okay. While a full body search or hollow scan might reveal the presence of a cybernetic cavity, it is practically unnoticeable on casual inspection and is likely to be missed by many scanners, but it doesn't give a...
Well, think about it. If it requires a scanner to spot, most people aren't even going to notice it.
Yeah, so 1 rank of hidden storage talent. Okay, I guess I'll have to look and see what that says.
I think it's like a certain number of encumbrance.
Yeah, because my thought is getting that, and then, I keep the lightsaber in there.
All of a sudden, you all see him reach into his thigh, and you're just like, oh, we don't want to know where you kept that.
Right?
To quote Star Trek A New Continent, not every species keeps that in the same place.
I will be spending 25 points on dedication and increasing my intellect to 5.
Lord. As his forehead just got another bump.
Right?
The brain, it's growing too big.
Yeah, I decided.
I am super tired. I'm going to go ahead and go.
Okay. It has been a long, long day, and I figured wrapping up early would be a good thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
So,
good night, guys.
Good night,
everybody.
Good night.
So how hard would it be
asleep on me?
How easy would it be to do that? Get a cybernetic implant?
What is the rarity on it? I don't think it's restricted.
It's rarity 3, and yes, it is restricted, even though it's only a rarity 3.
Oh, so you need to talk to some black market contacts.
Yeah, it's only 775 credits. It's really not expensive.
Let's see here. Restricted, but only rarity 3. That's
I'll be right back.
Then. We'll get one more rolling as Kelly's getting out of her office. So, do you have Streetwise?
Well, everybody has Streetwise. It's just how much Streetwise does one have? Let me look here. And of course, all of our light side points are used.
Oh, thanks for reminding me. I almost forgot.
I have 3 green.
See, that's pretty good. Let's see if you can find a black market contact here.
We're an item 3, so it shouldn't be too awful high.
Yeah, it's not too bad at all.
Except for the red. All right, ready?
Yep. What's the worst that happens? See,
Hey!
a threat is not bad. You totally are able to find a chop shop that will do the modification for you for base value.
All right. Sweet. Yeah, that sounds
Or are
like the
you
best
wanting
way
to use those 3 successes to reduce the cost by 10%? Never hurts to reduce the cost by 10%.
No, I'd rather spend them towards finding a really reputable place so I don't get infection.
Okay, no, that is totally understandable.
Does a really good job.
No scars. Don't want that jacking up your shape-shifting ability.
Yeah, so cool. All right. Now I can carry the lights. That's the best way I can think to carry a lightsaber.
Either that or going for the disassembled mod, where it's basically chopped up into 2 pieces.
True. Let me. All right.
Alrighty.
I
hear
found
someone
a
coming
place,
down the
and I'll see
hallway,
what
so
the
I
price
should
is.
bounce out.
All right.
Alright,
Sweet.
later,
Thank
guys.
You. Later.
Have a good night.
Bye.